this really weird lighting on this video. Hello guys, I'm Crystal Palma and welcome to my channel. Okay, I think this is much better lighting now, so we'll have to make use of this slightly angled setup for now, and at least you guys can see my cute little baby plant there. So first of all, thank you so much for all the positive feedbacks on my previous video. I'll put a link down below if you guys haven't checked that one yet. Hopefully we get to smash that goal before 11:59 on December 31. Fingers crossed, we've got this, guys. I don't feel as though I am alone in this journey because I've got a lovely community here on YouTube, so let's keep this going. First up, savings account. Just an update, nothing's really changed since we had a chat about my savings account. I still have one savings account. It would be ideal if I've got a different savings account for different purposes, but since Melbourne is in lockdown, movement is limited, so I'll have to make use of that one savings account that is linked to my current debit account. In that debit account, that's where my employer deposits my salary, so I figured I just budget whatever comes into that debit account, and whatever is left after I have deducted my monthly budget, that will go straight into my savings account, and that's where the sinking funds come in. So that's for my savings account. Not much of an update about that one, but that's point number one. So we go straight to point number two, sinking funds. I'm not sure if you guys have heard about that because I have not heard about sinking funds before I decided to take this journey. So I did a bit of research so that we guys, and it's good to learn new stuff. What is a sinking fund? Sinking fund, in its simplest form, a sinking fund is a temporary savings pot, one where you put aside money every month and then spend from that pot on certain expenses. Okay, your sinking funds are expected expenses. As you know, they are going to happen. So say you want to buy a new car, pay in cash by the end of 2020, so you can make a sinking fund for that one. Just need to you need to come up with a budget. So let's say you want a $20,000 car and you want to have it by December, so there's 5 months left. If you want to deposit every month into that sinking fund, so you will put $4,000 every month into that sinking fund, $4,000 into that sinking fund for you to be able to afford a $20,000 car in 5 months. So that's how sinking funds go. For me, I have decided that I will have a sinking fund for my student loan, and since I want to smash this goal by December, I also decided that I'm going to have a sinking funds for Christmas, because Christmas is the time where everything is on sale. And I don't want to make the same mistake that I did last year, where I went in there the day before Christmas and just swiped my card on whatever was on sale. Everything was on sale, but at the end of the day, I still shelled out a lot of money because I didn't plan for it. So this year I want to plan for it. So I'm going to have a sinking funds for that one. I will show you what I've got. I've decided that I'm going to make use of sinking funds charts. So I went into Pinterest. I found a couple of cute ideas on how to do sinking funds chart. You can have sinking funds chart for your wedding, or if you're planning on saving for that deposit for the dream house of yours, or even just for a holiday or birthday. You can basically use it for anything just to keep you going, and keep you motivated for what you're saving for. So these are my journey buddies for this year. My old planners. So this is my 2018 planner. I bought it for when I was studying, because I was studying and working at the same time. You know, I wanted to keep track of my schedule, so I decided, why not buy a planner? But at the end of that year, half of it was empty. So I've got a lot of empty pages here. Oops, what's that? I've got a lot of empty pages here. I'm just gonna recycle it, because why not? And then, so that's it. This is the year after I decided, I'm gonna need another planner because it's another year. This is my 2019 to 2020. It was, yeah, it was supposed to help me just plan out, because I started my full-time job 2019, and then I started paying off my debt. So I've got like notes here of my schedule, my roster, but like I didn't fill up even half of it, so there's still a lot of empty pages here. And that's where you can find my sinking funds chart. This is my sinking funds chart for my student loan. I went into I got carried away and just went full on preschool arts and crafts here. So I decided I'll just make it seem like it's a board game, so it won't be as boring as how it sounds. So you guys can see that I've actually highlighted my month of September, because I pay my debts off a month early. So that's done. Hopefully by the first week of September I'll be able to highlight this one, so that will mean I've paid off my month of October. So whatever is left, I've got 6 boxes here. Whatever is left here, I will work towards highlighting each boxes starting second week of September to hopefully end of December. I'll be able to highlight this last box here. I've also scribbled a couple of words or phrases just to motivate me as I go. So it says there, good job, carry on. And then here, almost there. In the middle, I just scribbled road to debt-free 30, because hopefully after this one's done, I won't have a single debt to think of. So yeah, be more responsible, that's the aim. Oh, so that's for my student loan. This is for my Christmas. So this is 2020 end of the year sinking funds. I've got 4 categories here. That's 28th. That's for my 28th birthday. I'm just thinking of having a simple dinner. Hopefully lockdown will be over by then. That's not until the month of October. So there's a couple of boxes there with $20 each box. If I've got a spare $20 at the end of the day, I'll just put it into that fund, and then I get to highlight a box. Same goes for my Christmas and New Year. Each box contains $10 each box. So yeah, just highlight as I go, and then gifts. Yeah, so that's point number 2. Hopefully that makes sense. Yeah, so that's as for sinking funds. So now we go to the third part, which I think is the most important point that we need to know. It's very important that I don't have any unnecessary expenses in the next few months. Everything needs to be planned. I need to make sure that I'm just spending for what I need. Every thing down to the last cent needs to be allocated for. So no extra money. It needs to be balanced out to 0. So it's important for me to have a safety net, just in case. So that's where the emergency funds go. An emergency fund is money set aside to cover urgent or unexpected costs. So if you guys remember your grandparents just saying save up for the rainy days, that's basically what emergency fund is. So this could be car repairs, unexpected travel, or an urgent medical bill. So I don't have a car, so no need to worry about repairs. There's nowhere else I could go apart from my suburb here in Melbourne, so unexpected travel, that's all good. Just this urgent medical bill. So I'm a nurse. I work as a frontliner in this pandemic, so it's really important that I have a safety net for when something unexpected happens. So I've set aside, for starters, they say you need to have $1,000 set aside as your emergency fund, and that needs to remain intact unless you've got an emergency, you know, somewhere you can just easily access when the emergency comes, but not easily accessible for, like, let's say in your debit card where you can just swipe it up real easily, if that makes sense. So yeah, I've got that one covered. I've got emergency fund for just for the rainy days. Yeah, that's it. Hopefully this video sparked your interest. If you've got any more suggestions, any ideas on how I should do this, or ways on how I can make sure that I'll be able to just achieve this goal of mine, pay off my $14,000 loan, that's the remainder of my student loan by the end of this year, feel free to comment down below. I will have more interesting videos coming up, or if you've got any suggestions on what you want us to talk about, just leave a comment, hit like, please subscribe. I'll see you guys next time.